turn the thing around. So. Yeah, that's why that's 20 minutes. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great wisdom, and taught us His truth.
Sure.
Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect, the 144,000 men pushing to the wholehearted sincerity. We're the GMS Germany camp, out here amongst these heathens and demons again, you know, preaching and prophesying the downfall of this wicked ass queen and bringing out the truth. You know, we got some people that was writing us on YouTube. This was beautiful. Yeah, that's him. He wrote us on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah,
I had the stove, man. The stove shit.
You know, now it's on us.
It's not just on us.
It's not on you.
Yeah, you can't even step up, come closer.
You know, whatever you gotta ask, man, we want to answer.
I got like a lot of things to ask actually, but
okay. He wrote them down. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I'm just going to really quick.
You know?
That's 24 and 14. It's the book of Matthew, 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
That speaks for itself. You know, and the men who the Lord has chosen is doing this work and done that. You know, we helped put further this gospel being preached to all nations. Here you have it in Germany, you know, this word going out week in and week out for 2.5 years now.
2 years,
you know?
2 years something.
You know, and it's touching people. This word, we may seem like it's two people, but we're giants in this truth, man.
Through the spirit, man.
Yeah, through the spirit, yeah.
We look like giants, but we see it's, you know, at the end we're nothing, man.
Con, man, we know it's all of the Lord.
Yeah.
Put it on your card, didn't you?
Yeah?
Put it on the card.
Of course,
yeah.
I didn't have cash on, man. So I had to put it like this. Yeah. That's the thing, man. You know, we just here to do the work of Yahweh Hashem Yashar.
Because through Him we know that all things are accomplished.
Again, man.
You know, through Him we know we're going to get salvation.
Because there's the spirit also that people coming up. I never would expect that in Germany.
What?
Like the people who would write us on YouTube and call me here. I would never expect that, honestly.
It was one guy I thought he was going to show up because he kept asking us what time do you guys come?
Yeah.
He kept asking me and I was like, write me on my email so we can link up. And he never did. So.
Yeah, man. But it's through the spirit, man. You see, through the most all things are possible, man. You just see that through him, basically, the people are waking up, man, to the true fact.
Yeah.
And that we the Israelites, because you, like I told you, even RT Germany, like in Germantown, they brought out the article about this protest in Philly, where these three so-called Hebrew Israelites was cussing out these Amalekites, you know. And they even said it in German, man. So you see that they put the same vibration out here, man.
Yeah.
You know?
But now he's trying to do damage control.
Yeah, come.
That's his whole thing. Is like, damn, I gotta address it now because all of the pedophilia is coming out. His satanic rituals are coming out. He got people within his community that are in there bringing out the same thing. So now he has to address it. But who did the Lord use to do these? To bring out that truth? His men. He used us to bring it out.
Right. Okay. This one I had the conflict to understand.
Speak up.
Like 1 Corinthians 2, verse 15. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things. Yet he himself is judges of no man. Is this related to the 1/3 or about the Most High himself?
Now let's talk about us, because basically, let me get a principle real quick. Because Paul told us in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, and let me check it real quick. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, and what was it? No, Judge. So let me get to this. Well, 2 Corinthians 2 and what?
15.
2 and 15, you said?
Yes. And if you read
1 Corinthians,
First Corinthians, Salakia.
1 Corinthians, and if you read 14, it says, "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High." So that's talking about the people who are carnal. You know what I mean? The carnality of this world. There are people who are spiritual, and there are people who are carnal. Just like when you ask a person, "Do you believe in God?" What do? They usually say yes or no. And more than likely, when you ask a person of color that has some melanin in their skin, "Do you believe in God?" Yeah. They may not know exactly what it is, but they got that spirit. Whereas if you ask a person without melanin, They say, I believe in science, pseudoscience. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But let me just precept again. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 and 15. But he that is spiritual judge all things, yet he himself is judge of no man. The precept that is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and 31. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. So the thing is, what we have to do is examine ourselves. Like it says in 2 Corinthians 13 and 5. So we have to judge ourselves for our mistakes, with our wrongdoings, and to that we not judge. Because if I'm basically saying, for example, I'm teaching you shouldn't smoke, but then I'm smoking myself, everybody's gonna judge me, right? Be like, hey, you're smoking. But if I correct myself and judge myself first, nobody can judge me. If you understand what I'm saying?
Because you're basing yourself off of this law.
Yeah.
So you're already judging yourself according to this law. So how can then another man come up and judge you when you already put yourself against this law, which is perfect? You see what I'm saying?
And then verse 32. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world.
See?
So even if we're corrected by somebody, if you basically somebody judge you, say, hey, this is what you're doing is wrong. Somebody, for example, I do something wrong, they tell me, it's ultimately the Lord speaking to me saying, like, don't do it anymore. Why? That you don't be condemned with the world, that don't be destroyed with the world.
With that natural man who needs to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
Whereas we got spirituality. Yeah. We don't see Yahushua, but we know he's there. Sure. We know that he wrote this law. We know that he's coming back. We know that the chariots exist, but we don't see it yet. You know what I'm saying? So we're spiritual. Whereas there's people who say, I need to see it to believe it.
What I want to tell you about the house.
See?
The house. You didn't see the people build the house, but yet still you go in the house, you don't know if the house could fall down on you or not. But you go in there, what? On faith.
Believe that it was built properly.
Properly, yes. It's the same thing.
Good.
It's the same thing. You have to go by faith and the spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the other people out here that say, well, I got to see it.
But we walk by faith, not by sight.
Yeah, I think it's 2 Corinthians.
And what is faith? Hebrews 11 and 1.
Get you.
Yeah.
You see? Hebrews 11 and 1, it tells you. I get that right quick. Get that with the precept.
Okay, I got it by myself. But let me read it for you because you're breaking it down. So it's Hebrews. You there? Are you writing this just now?
That's not yet. That's
Okay. And 1. Okay. Hebrews 11 and 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
See? Yeah. Through faith we have the evidence. They'll say, how can you believe in this? Because we got faith. We got faith that we're children of light, not of darkness. We were in darkness and we lost our heritage, but now the Lord has returned it onto us. So now we have faith that if we strive to keep the law, statutes, and commandments and try to do what's pleasing unto the Lord, we're going to get salvation. You know? Go ahead, what you have?
2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight.
You see?
Yeah.
Whereas the natural man, he must walk by sight.
You gotta see it. I gotta see it first.
Yeah, like we had a couple of weeks ago, some people coming up concerning the aphrodite, which is the mark of the beast. For example, and they were saying, what is it?
It's in there. They were saying that if the world moves to the digital currency and you need this to eat, would you get it? And they say, of course.
Yeah.
Of course they would get it.
Yeah. But we said that we won't get it because we believe the Lord going to feed us, going to provide for us. Right. And they said, like, how you can believe that? How you just you believe that?
But there's a sign on the face.
Why have to interrupt when I'm speaking? But the thing is, when you think about it, because you heard about Elijah? He was fed by ravens, right?
Sorry?
Elijah.
Yeah.
He was fed by ravens, for example. Okay. You know? And also the Lord said, let me get this real quick, in Matthew, chapter, what was it? 7? Matthew.
Master.
Chapter.
It's in his book.
Matthew
It's
chapter.
in his book.
Matthew chapter 6.
The book is.
The what?
This book is
Let me start at 31. Therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth what ye have need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So basically, the Lord telling us, hey, we shouldn't be worrying about the food, about the clothing, so on and so forth. He's going to feed us. Because people without faith won't believe that this first and foremost come to pass, that it's going to be basically the Alpha Teacher going to be implemented upon the whole world, but you see it more and more coming. Because you see the whole world going into debt. You see hyperinflation coming. You know, everything is going digital. For example, I was going to the store right now to get the memory card. What they say? Please pay with the card. Yeah, cashless. You know. So you see, it's more and more going to them.
The system is set.
Yeah.
They just need that great pandemic to execute their plan.
That's right.
This is Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 12.
Yeah, go on.
You gonna read it for me right quick?
Yeah, got you.
Great. Isaiah 65 and 12. Because we walk by faith.
Yeah.
Because we understand the scriptures. He's given us the grace period, which is right now, to get into these scriptures, to come back into our heritage, to understand what he wants us to do. Go ahead.
Got you.
We can start right. Yeah, start at 12. Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 12. Wanna go there? Okay. I'm just
Isaiah 65 verse 12.
yeah, verse 12, right? Yeah. Because if you want to read it, I'm just waiting for your spirit.
Step on that.
Yep. Isaiah 65 and 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, you did not answer.
So like right now, the Lord has been calling us to come back. He's calling us to the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, keep going. No, just keep going on that.
When I called, he did not answer. When I spake, he did not hear. But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delight not.
See, so he chose to be carnal like these men, like this world. Keep reading.
Verse 13.
Don't follow the way of the heathen.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Exactly.
Go on.
When they implement this, many people are going to take it quickly. Quickly to do what?
To get hungry.
To feed that belly. That's what the Lord say. Famine is going to come onto the earth. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, and also cannibalism.
Yeah, and cannibalism.
Like in the
too.
ancient days.
Yeah.
Like when we had this one siege, I forgot which king it was, but this female came and said like, hey, offer your son up that we're going to eat him. And he did it.
They did that in the 70 AD.
That's right, man, the siege, yeah.
In depth. They ate up so much, they had enough food inside Jerusalem to feed them for 30 years. But when God put a plague on that food, they went outside, they ate grass. When that didn't get enough, they said, we'll eat your baby today and you eat mine tomorrow.
That's right, that's what I want to say. They said we're going to eat, they ate the leather belts, you know, leather clothes, everything they could get, you know. So they even turned to cannibalism, man.
So what happened before is going to happen again. There's nothing new under the sun.
And this is why, again, when you go back and you look at when it says, thou shalt not eat, it sets you up for the latter days. Don't eat that pig. Don't eat the eagle and the
rabbits and
don't eat rabbits,
crabs and shrimps.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Your food is sure.
Isaiah 65 and 13. And it says, therefore this saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry.
Go ahead.
Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed.
See? So why? Because they took that chip. You see what I'm saying? They took it and they succumbed to what he's pushing on to what Esau's pushing on the earth. They believed in man more than the Most High. You see? Right. So we don't have that fear. We know that the Lord is going to take care of his servants. And the servants are doing his work. Coming out, preaching and prophesying, going on YouTube. At every chance you try to get, you try to slip a little, hey, you know you're an Israelite? They're like, what you talking about? Just hit me up later, man, hit me up. And you gotta, it's, at first, when we first came into this, I was telling everybody. I was telling Germans, I was telling white people, I was telling black people, everybody. And then I quickly saw that the more I loved it and was happy about it, why are you so happy? Everything you find in this is you saying everything is bad.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, you go against everything. You find the badness in everything. Why you? And then I started to see like, damn, this is only for a select few. The more you do this, the more alone you're going to become.
That's what I was telling him. It ain't everybody that knows what he knows.
Right.
And it ain't everybody that got his pick and said, okay, I'm going to put it in you, the spirit. He's worried about his spirit, see? I said, the spirit's in you. Because out of all the people that you know, only you interested in this.
Yeah. And that's the fear of the Lord. And go, my sheep.
Yeah, I got you wrong.
Get that,
John
yeah.
10. Yeah, I got you.
You see, because once you heard about it, what'd you do? You start chasing it. You start, oh man, what is this? You started to get hungry. You started gorging. I know you probably watched video after video. You was like, what is going on? We was there. We did the same thing. Go ahead, read that.
You want to start at 25?
Yeah.
Okay. This is John chapter 10 and verse 25.
Yeah. John chapter 10, verse 25.
Let me start at 22 because you got the context on it. You want that or just search your point?
You started 22, yeah.
Let me start at 22. You there?
Yeah.
John 10 and 22. And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of dedication, and it was winter. And Yahushua walked in the temple in Solomon's porch. Then came the Jews round about him and said unto him, How long doest thou make us to doubt? And if thou be Hamashiach, tell us plainly. And Yahushua answered them,
because when Yahushua was on the scene, he was speaking in parables. He told a lot of things in parables, and a lot of people couldn't understand what he was talking about.
It wasn't meant for everybody.
It wasn't meant for everybody. That's why we're going to finish this, and then we jump to next.
Alright, like that one when he was on the sea, on the boat, and spoke to the people on the shore. Which one was it?
Yeah. Galilee?
There's all kinds of parables.
Yeah.
The parable of the
Soa, the parable of the 10 virgins.
The wedding.
Yeah. And a lot of them, and even the disciples came and said, "Hey, tell us the meaning of this parable." He said, "No, you don't even have the wisdom." You know, because he spoke to them in parables, because he was only giving it to certain things. Just like in Paul. That's what he said in Corinthians. No, he said, close it up, for he gave some to a little, and then hold on, let me find it. Get that right quick.
So it's Matthew chapter 13 and
That was Acts. It was in Acts.
yeah, Matthew chapter 13 and 9.
Read. Oh, he's
Just waiting. Matthew 13 and 9. And who has ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? Verse 11. He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
It's not given.
That's
And
the
if
thing.
you getting this, it was given unto you. You can't just understand these things. They don't make sense to everybody. There are people who are gonna, nah. We can sit here and talk for 3 and 5 hours, and people still be like, nah, that ain't real, man. Go ahead.
It's Book of Revelation, chapter 3 and 20. Revelation 3 and 20. Behold, I sat at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him, and he will sup, and will sup with him, and he with me. So basically, Yahushua is knocking on the door of your mind, knocking, and if you open to him, he's going to feed you with the knowledge of understanding. So basically, the Lord is giving the knowledge of understanding to whom He wants to, because you're knocking, and He gives you the spirit to open. Because when you hear the word, basically you're knocking. You know, because it says in Matthew, he that receive you, receive me, and he that receive me, receive him that sent me. You understand? Right. So basically, people coming up here, listen, like when we start to speak, the woman was still shaking her head going. So basically, she's seeing the message, but the Lord shut up basically her eyes and ears, like it says in Isaiah. But to certain people, the Lord He gives the Spirit to open the door and come and sup. And the supping means basically feeding you with the knowledge of understanding, because the word is compared to milk and to bread and to wine, strong drink, so on and so forth. You know, to food. Oh yeah, you got it?
No, just keep going.
Okay. Then we go back to John, chapter 10 and 25. Come. Yahushua answered them, I told you, and ye believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. Verse 26. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep. And as I said unto you, verse 27, that's the point. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. So basically,
Go ahead.
So basically, the Lord's sheep hear His voice, because like we came to the truth the same way. The brother heard a brother in America, and then he waked up to the truth. He showed me a precept in the Bible, and I believed it. So we heard the voice, the precept of the word. So basically, the voice of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and waked up to the fact. The same thing too with you. I don't know where you're from, but you come all the way here to Frankfurt to listen to the brothers, man. That's the spirit, man. And that's not, because many people, like you said, we had many people who come about talk, but nobody showed up. It's the first time for us, you know. And that's the thing.
Yeah. You got another question?
Yeah.
said you got a lot.
Yeah, you said you had a lot of questions. We're here to answer the questions.
I'm trying to get into more to studying and understanding what I'm reading because my English isn't that well to know all the old.
Old English, the same thing with me, because my first language is German.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, und das ist das Ding. Das heißt, ich kam in die Truth und musste am Anfang, habe ich auch nur gelesen. Dadurch siehst du, dass es sehr wichtig ist, deine Wörter nachzugucken. Nimm dir Zeit. Stress dich nicht. Nimm dir Zeit Stück für Stück, weil der Herr wird dir alles geben, was du brauchst. Weißt du, ich meine? Weil auch natürlich physikal, aber auch spirituell wird er uns alles geben, was wir brauchen. Das heißt, nimm dir Zeit, Stück für Stück, schau die Videos an. Wenn du eine Frage hast, frag einfach. Weißt du, meine Common Boards. Und wenn du siehst, du hast durch ein Preset, gib einfach die Preset ein mit GMS. Und du findest einen Breakdown davon, meistens. Weißt du, ich meine? Aber das Ding ist, was du verstehen musst, natürlich mit der Sprache ist sehr schwer. Aber wenn du in die deutsche Bibel gehst, ist es alles, weil ich habe zum Beispiel die Lutherbibel, Schlachterbibel, right? Schlachterbibel. Und da sind die Verse vertauscht. Weil zum Beispiel, ich bin einmal in Daniel 4,17 gegangen, wo es sagt, der Herr sagt ungefähr, kontrolliert alle Sachen, herrscht im Königreich von Menschen. Aber in der Schlachterbibel war es in Vers 21. Das heißt, wenn ich zum Beispiel sage, okay, geh zu Daniel 4,17 und du gehst zu Daniel 4,17 und dann ist Vers 21, du wirst verwirrt. Deswegen sagen wir, geh zu der KJV-Bibel wie alle anderen Brothers, weißt du, ich meine? Aber das Ding ist einfach, lass die Zeit, weil es sagt, wir müssen patient sein, geduldig. Und dadurch wirst du wachsen. Weil du siehst manche Brothers vielleicht in den Straßen mit dem ganzen weißen Verständnis, gell? Du darfst nicht vergessen, wie lange die schon lernen, wie lange die schon in der Truth sind. Weil zum Beispiel, bevor wir angefangen haben zu predigen, haben wir auch ein halbes Jahr oder so gelernt. Und die ältesten Apostels sind schon seit 30 Jahren in der Truth. Das heißt, wenn sie was erklären, musst du nicht immer gleich denken, ich muss auf demselben Level sein. Weil es gibt natürlich Ranks, nicht Ranks, aber wenn ich jemanden habe, Hierarchy. Wenn ich jemanden habe mit 30 Jahren Erfahrung in der Truth und jemanden in einem Jahr, natürlich hat er nicht dieselbe Weisheit. Weißt du? Aber da kommt dein Glauben, Yahweh, Yahweh. Weil du kannst für alles beten. Weil es sagt, lass mich kurz den Priester tun in James 1:5. Can't find it?
Yeah, it's gonna come out.
This is James chapter 1 verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High. They give it to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. So basically, you just have to ask. Let me keep reading verse 6. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. So you have to ask in faith. It's all about waver, schwanken. Du schwankst.
Like on a ship.
Yeah.
You're on a ship and you see the wave going this way, the wave going that way.
Genau.
You can't be wavering when you ask the Lord for something.
Das heißt, du schwankst zwischen Glauben und Zweifel. Und das sollst du tun. Wenn du irgendwas brauchst, frag den Herrn, weil er weiß, was du brauchst. Sag zum Beispiel, du willst das Wort verstehen, der fragt, dass du das englische Wort verstehst. Du kannst dafür beten. Ist ja nichts Schlimmes. Ist genau, was du tun sollst. Der Herr will, dass wir zu ihm kommen. Weißt du, ich meine? Ja. Aber hast du irgendeine andere Frage?
Das ist eine Frage, es ist mehr weshalb ich mich ich mache mich selbst ein bisschen falsch, weil ich versuche, kein Heuchler zu sein und zu sagen, ich bin ein Hebrew-Israelit, nur weil ich das nicht verstehe. Weil am Ende, vielleicht bin ich ein Ammonite oder Moabite, aber im Endeffekt, ich interessiere mich dafür auf jeden Fall. Ich mache mich auch selbst fertig.
Aber glaubst du an das Wort?
Ja.
Du glaubst, was hier drin steht?
Yeah. You see it in him. You see it in him. You took his head off quick when he started talking. You see it in him. You see it.
And that's the thing. So it's not about the skin color. Because look at me. I'm lighter than these two brothers. I'm lighter than them. Now I'm gonna go to.
Show him Garsham.
Yeah, we got a brother. Let me show
Show him
you.
Garsham.
Let me show you.
It's not about the color.
It's not about the color.
spirit.
J.A. Rogers. Nature knows no color line.
Yeah. Okay.
We were scattered all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was part of the prophecy. The Lord said, "I'm going to scatter you unto all nations, and in the lands of your captivity, you shall remember yourselves." You see. So now you're like, "What? Something is not right." And I know you'd be like, your whole family's looking at you like you're crazy right now.
Ja.
I know. You thinking it happening to us?
Yeah. See, that's the spirit, man.
Hey.
You know why? You have to think like this because in the wartime, Vietnamese war was it called like
In
this?
the Vietnam War?
Because Vietnam War, what happened? Jake
wasn't over there laying seed down?
That's the thing.
I told him.
Yeah.
I said, matter of fact, the Vietnamese is the Kamla people. When you read about the Kamla people was us for almost 1,000 years controlled Vietnam. Do you think they didn't lay down seed for 1,000 years?
Yeah.
They were Israelites.
Show him Garsham.
Ja, und das ist Gershom. Sein Brother von Holland. Guck, wie er aussieht.
Okay.
Er sieht aus wie ein sogenannter weißer Mann.
Yes.
It doesn't matter about the skin color. It's nothing about the skin color. It's just all about the spirit.
Is it? When they see this photo,
Yeah.
that's not true. When they see that we put out that Yahushua, I hate calling his name Jesus, Yahushua was a dark-skinned man, then all of a sudden that's like, that can't be true. Color don't matter. Color don't matter. But if it don't matter, then why they not fighting for this picture to be taken down?
Right.
Why they not fighting for it? Color don't matter. Now, until we reveal what he really looks like, then it don't matter. Oh, he don't matter, it don't matter. But, so then why you not jumping up and saying that this picture is bullshit?
Right.
Why you not fighting this?
You've been to Grafton there, right?
Yes?
You know, Coburg is up by Grafton there, right?
Yeah.
So when you go in the city square of Coburg, what was the first statue you see there?
Cesare Borgia?
No, a statue of a Moor.
Oh, yeah.
All of Germany was controlled by brothers.
Yeah. I don't even remember. I've been there so long ago, but yeah.
But when you look throughout Europe, they knocked the nose and the lips off of everything.
Yeah.
Some places they left it like it was.
Yeah, and they got these modern apothecas everywhere.
Yeah. Oh,
and the black.
Again, you've been to craft. You've had Tucker's beer, perhaps.
Tucker's.
It's a beer in Germany, in Bavaria. It's called Tucker's beer.
Okay.
On the bottle, when I first drank it, I swear, this must be the guy who was bringing the beer to the people.
Yeah.
Come to find out, he was the Prince of Bavaria.
You see?
Brother.
You see?
But see, the history is what's wearing them out.
Yeah. They can't get around.
They can't get around the history.
And as long as we don't know, they're comfortable. Because that lie that they have perpetuated into the earth, that they are the supreme, all things come from them. They've taught the world how to be civilized.
300.
Yeah, exactly.
You know about the 300?
Yes,
You
yeah.
know they was brothers, right?
Yes, exactly.
But they cover it up.
Yeah. And then I even got the artwork from the artist of that movie, and he painted them all as brothers in there. If you look, the artist that did the artwork for that movie, he painted. If you look at the book, it's all brothers in there, man.
All Israelites.
Yeah.
They're all Israelites.
But you know that in Asia there was a black samurai, right?
Yeah, in Japan. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
The first one.
Yasuke.
Yeah, the saying was he has to be 1/8 of flags lot in your.
Nah, in Japan, to get
a warrior.
to be a warrior. Yeah.
You see? But what you about to bring up?
Romans chapter 8 verse 16.
It's not about the skin color.
Yeah.
Because we come in all shades.
That's right.
We speckled birds. That's what the Lord said. They are sand of the sea. We cannot be numbered.
Which
But in all lands, He's going to call us out of them.
Yeah, because when we should be all so-called dark-skinned people and all be in so-called Africa, for example, some people say that. Why the Lord said He's going to gather His elect from all nations, from the four corners of the world. You know, yeah, because when you think about it, because our heritage is determined by our forefather, right? By our fathers.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, like if this brother would have a seed with a so-called white woman, I would come out. If I have now a seed with a so-called Vietnamese woman, he will come out lighter. And then it's the man again, next generation, and at the end, he will be like you, looking like Vietnamese, but he's Israel.
But his forefather come back to me.
Yeah.
But better yet, for here in Europe, you got a lot of Europeans walking around, blonde hair, blue eyes, but they don't know that each follow the man's seed.
Yeah, of course I don't know. Yeah.
They got blonde hair, blue eyes, but the father was as black as ace of spades.
Yeah.
You know?
That's here also. That's here also because you think we wasn't, when we was ruling, you think we didn't have women of all nationalities? We did. We did. And you think that when we fled from Israel, we just fled to Africa and stayed in certain parts? No. You know what I'm saying? We kept women of all nations. When we took over lands, we took the women also. We killed the men, took the spoils, and did what with the women? We didn't make them all servants. Yeah, they were servants, all right.
Yeah. But the women are spoiled too.
The women are booty. It's spoiled.
Booty, yeah.
That's where the word booty comes from. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, booty means spoiled, man. Yeah. This is Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of God.
See? He said for real?
Yeah.
You see the Spirit, man. The Spirit is there.
Yeah.
You got a very humble spirit.
Yeah, it's dope.
And you just want to do what is what? Pleasing unto the Lord. That's what you want to do. You want to please the Lord. You're like, dang, He woke me up. Now I want to do what's right. Not everybody has that.
It's right here in the midst of us. So wherever two or more are gathered in my name, I'm right there with them.
It's right here. Yeah. Go ahead. Huh?
Numbers 1:18.
This is how the Lord declared who you are. Because you got these so-called Jews they'll say, my mother is Jewish. My mother is Jewish. And then, where's your dad from? Well, he's from Turkey. But so I'm Jewish because my mother is Jewish.
Right, they take it from their mother's side.
Yeah, that's where that whole woman thing came from. They perpetuated that so they can hide themselves. Because just like I just said, those men, they kept, and so then they're going to say, oh, since she's a Jew, now you're a Jew. But disregarding who they truly are. The Khazars, the Amaleks, the Amalekites. Go ahead, huh?
Numbers 1:18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared the pedigrees after the families. You know what pedigrees means? Pedigrees means basically the lineage,
the bloodline. Yeah. See, another thing that we learned also is we got to look up the meaning, the etymology of words.
Right.
The origin, the study. Etymology means the history, the study of the history of a word. And when you look at the history of words, then you start to get a better understanding of certain words in the scriptures also.
Yes.
But what we also have an understanding of is that the Bible was translated from what? Hebrew into Greek and into English. So now when you study the Bible, you got to try to find the words in Hebrew.
What it originally meant.
What it really originally meant. And so we use the blue letter and we use etymology. And that'll help you better understand the scriptures. When you read a word and you don't understand it, don't go by it. You gotta find, you should be like, I gotta find out what this word means, because then you get understanding, full understanding of the scripture.
The classic that we go back to more often than not is the word world.
Yeah.
Does not mean one world.
You got the world of sports, you got the world of law, you got the world of MMA. You got the world of boxing.
You got the world of Germany, the world of China, the Japan.
When you got your headphones on,
you are a world.
when you got the headphones on, what they say, you in your own world, ain't you?
Yeah.
Because you just bopping, walking, you ain't paying attention to what's going on, you in your own world. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
But to finish it off, and they declared the pedigrees after the families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward, by their poles. Yeah.
So they declared by the seed of you're the seed of the fruit. I mean, you're the fruit of the seed. So whatever your papa is, and so on and so forth. Now you may say, like we just said, we were scattered into all nations. So your papa may not believe it. You think my papa believes everything I say? Heck no. And my papa, and it's funny because my dad is a twin. Okay, his name is James. His brother's name is John. My uncle's name is Peter, Mark, Luke. All of my uncles are names from prophets of the Bible.
Oh, I get it.
But he believe it in Jesus Christ. So when I kind of tell him something out of scriptures, he said, boy, you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I hear that quite a lot, yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
He's good like that.
But what does the Lord say? A man shall be what? He came to set variance.
Odds against his father.
Yeah, he came to set a variance. It's not for everybody. That's why he say one of a city shall be saved. You see what I'm saying? One of a city. Hold on, we're gonna get it.
This is Matthew chapter 10 and 34. Think not that I come. We got it? Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I'm come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace but a sword.
So he didn't come with peace. He came with a sword. Keep reading.
Verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
He came to set a man at variance against his father.
So fight against him.
When you have variance against your papa, you're going to be like, hey, this, and this, and this. You're going to be like, no. It's going to almost get to the point where you're like, man, forget it. You're like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're like, you don't know what you're talking about. And then there's contention there. The Lord said he came to do that. Go ahead.
And the daughter against a mother, and the daughter-in-law against a mother-in-law. A man's foes shall be they of his own household.
So the foes, your number one foes are going to be of your household. Yeah.
It's true.
Because those are the ones closest to you, and they're going to say, you crazy, you changed. We like the old one. Who are you now? Because you're not sleeping no more. You're not sleeping. And this truth is like cold water. You dump your head, you're like, and then you start to see everything in there. Like everything is alive. Everything. And what do they say to you? Why you gotta find the bad in everything? They start talking about Halloween. You know, Halloween is this and this and this. Oh, you start talking about Christmas. You know, Christmas is this and this and this. They're like, let you like, really? You got to keep talking about it? Oh, we celebrate New Year's. You know, New Year's story was from this and this and this, and January is named after this and this and this.
How you gonna have New Year's in the middle of winter?
Exactly.
How's it gonna be a New Year?
Everything is dead.
Doesn't make sense, yeah.
No,
Everything is dead. So when you look up, where did that Gregorian calendar come from? Says from Caesar. He added on those months. He added on those 2 months and so on and so forth. December means 10, deci. You see? It's just
October.
octagon. You see what I'm saying? They added on those months. So
Augustus and Julius.
Augustus, Julius, Caesar.
Augustus and Julius basically added 2 months onto the calendar.
Yeah.
They didn't add the months. They added a day.
And they added whole months because Augustus.
They named the month after themselves.
Yeah.
But the month was normally 30 days. You have always had 12 months. They didn't add no months. They just added a day. That's why you got 31 days at the end of August, 31 days at the end of July. And that's how you got that.
See, March is named after Mars.
Right.
You see?
January.
But then you can't get away from it because you know the truth. And you're like, you know, March is. They're like, why are you telling us this?
The 7 days of the week: Monday, Moon God, Tuesday,
all those are gods.
Thor, Thursday, Wednesday, Woden.
Yeah.
All of them.
So all of those are gods.
But even Thor is a dark-skinned man. Thor was a dark-skinned man. He was crushing Edomite's head.
But they like to take everything and make themselves because they want to be us so bad that they know, like, hey man, we got to make everything ours.
Look at her with the holes in the jeans, right? This is the way I grew up. That was our fashion. They stole that and now they made a men out of it.
Yeah.
Out of being looking for.
Yeah.
Come on. It says in Revelation 2 and 9, I know your
works and poverty, but thou art rich. Let's read it right quick. What are you about to read?
I wanted to read at James 1:1 for him.
Okay, let's read that first. Then we go to Revelation.
Book of James chapter 1 verse 1. James, a servant of God and of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting.
So we were scattered abroad, and it's not just you got when you look on the internet. On YouTube, you got brothers that's in Nigeria, you got brothers in Philippines, you got brothers in Costa Rica, you got brothers in Panama, you got brothers in Sweden, Finland.
They're coming up.
They're everywhere because why? The Lord is waking us up, and He's bringing that vibration of who He truly is into the earth again. You know, what was that? What you wanted to get?
Me? Acts 21 and 21.
Go ahead.
This is book of Acts chapter 21 and 21. And it says, and they are informed of thee that thou teachest all the Jews which are among the Gentiles. So basically what he's saying is, they're speaking to Paul because he's teaching the Jews, so the Israelites among the Gentiles. Like we right now, we see all these Gentiles around us, but he spoke to the Israelites among them. That's what he was doing. To forsake Moses, saying they are out not to circumcise their children, neither to walk after the custom. So basically, it was accusing Paul of preaching something wrong, but he didn't do it.
Yeah.
He preached the truth. But the point was, what I wanted to make with that is that he was teaching the Jews among the Gentiles.
See?
Just what you have to understand that not everybody look like so-called black men. Because
Native Americans aren't dark skinned.
The Native Americans aren't dark skinned. The Latinos are not dark skinned. Some of them are, some of them not. But also, for example, I don't know my father. They told me my father's Igbo, but I don't know it. So I can be somebody could tell you that you don't even know your father, so your father can be a so-called real African, a Cushite, for example. But I don't know it. So it's not about, because he said, even Paul said, stop with the endless genealogy. Thank you. Yeah. We should stop with that. Because people was like, yeah, I'm from the seed of Abraham, going back.
Trying to figure out where they really go to. But how can you, that's just like Esau. But Esau, he got an answer for everything.
Yeah.
Or you 44% this and 33% this and 22% this.
Stupid.
Breeding more lies. You know what I'm saying? So look, this is Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 33.
Okay? So the book of Leviticus chapter 26 and 33. And I will scatter you among the heathen.
See? He scattered us among the heathen. Go ahead.
And will throw out the sword after you. And your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste.
See? Our cities and our land are desolate, but the point of the matter is he scattered us into all heathen, all the nations. It's in Jeremiah 30. What you got?
Deuteronomy first.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
See? So he even said it in the book of Deuteronomy, which Moses was talking to the Israelites.
Yeah.
He told us when he took us out of slavery out of Egypt, if you don't do all of these things, he's going to scatter us into all nations. So we're going to look like every nation.
Verse 64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people.
See?
From the one end of heaven, of the earth, even to the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor the Father have known, even wood and stone.
See? Wood being Christianity, stone being Islam.
Yeah. Because when you think about it, these are two main religions where Jake's in.
And they fervent.
Yeah, Israelites in.
They get into
Give
those. They more fervent in it than the people that supposedly created it. That it come from.
So
you look at brothers that come out of jail in Babylon, America. They are the most dedicated Muslim brothers when they come out of jail. Unbelievably, like, hey, I know one. I know my uncle is one. I told him, you are not African. Hey, man, I don't care what you're talking about. I'm a Muslim. How? Explain to me how. How are you a Muslim? I know I'm a Muslim in my heart, man. He keep talking to me, Salaam Alaikum, and all this shit and everything.
How can this man-made religion come up in the 600s and it be the true religion? All you gotta do is look at Muhammad himself, and he was nothing. He was a dummy. He was married to a Catholic nun,
and she was an Israelite. She was the one that telling them all the stuff about the scriptures. That's why he added everything from us in there. She was the one. That's where that woman was telling them all of our things. He couldn't read or write. Just like in that book, Babylon to Timbuktu. Is it out here?
Yeah, it's under there.
It's under there?
Yeah, it's under the poster.
Yeah. When you read this book, you get a copy of this book on Amazon, and I'll show you. He goes in onto the origin of the white race, but he also tells you about Muhammad and how he started off. He was a camel driver. All right, he traveled around to all these nations, and he started to listen to the Hebrews, the Israelites, and he liked them. So he's like, okay, so I'm gonna take customs from them and make it into my own religion. And then he tried to convert the Israelites to his religion, because at one point they were praying towards Jerusalem. So once he realized that he couldn't convert us, he said, now I'm a slaughter them. Now they're my enemy. So we're not praying to Jerusalem anymore, we're praying to Mecca. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they say, oh, Muhammad built the stone.
No. That's a Muhammad.
Abraham built the stone.
Yeah, or Abraham built the stone. It's what they're saying, man.
They say that Abraham built the stone, but Abraham kept the law.
Yeah.
He would not bow down to a stone.
Yeah.
He kept the law.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord said he was my friend. You can't be a friend to the Lord if you're not keeping the law.
Sure. And I just wanted to add to the Deuteronomy, basically this was a curse of us. Like you said in 15, he said he's going to curse us. And the 64 is a curse. They're going to scatter us among all nations. Because when you think about it, now we're not a nation anymore. Now we just hear some Israelites there, some Israelites, waking up to the truth. But when you think about it, we got no nation. Because some Israelites talking about we got nation building, so on and so forth. It's not there. Because we got no nation. We're scattered. Because if we have a nation, we will be in our kingdom. Because when you think about it, in the kingdom, we're going to have our nation. We're going to be a nation again. We're going to rule. Yeah.
Where's our ruling?
Where's our land? Where's our land? We have to buy land, and then they're going to put taxes on it. So we got nothing. It's still the government.
The only people on the planet.
Yeah.
The only people on the planet ain't got nothing.
That's right. And that's what you see. So basically, Lord, what we just want to show you with that is that Lord scattered us among all nations, And what do we do there? Like you said in the beginning, we lay with the other nations. And to that, basically, the complexion and the face changed, but the seed goes still back to Israel. So you don't have to worry about the skin color, because the brother from Holland had the same issues with in his mind. He was like, yeah man, but you know, because you have to understand, like this was like this. He was talking to the brother like, yeah, hey, Yahweh Shem Yosha, you know, but I'm an Edomite. He was like, what? He said, Yahweh Shem Yosha, what you talking about?
How can you call on the name of the Lord and you're Edomite?
And that's the thing.
You can't.
Yeah, because the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen.
Yeah.
Furchteinflößend den Heiden.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So
they fear that name.
Yeah.
Their spirits fear that name.
And that's the thing. So
They've seen his power.
Yeah.
They spiritually have seen their. They was here when we was in Joshua. When you read the book of Judges, the book of Joshua, we slaughtered cats. We slaughtered them. Do you think they remember this? They remember it. Their spirits remember it. That's why they get so terrified when they see us stand up.
Come together.
Remember we read the story about the 30 some odd thousand going to war? And God said, no, that's too many.
Yeah.
No, that's too many. So you take them down by the rod and let them drink. And those that look while they're drinking, take those. And he only took 300 and killed how many? 80,000?
Yeah, slaughtered them.
Was Gideon, right? Yeah, I think.
But he did that to show his power. Because if we would have took 30,000, they would have been like, yeah, we did it. No. He did that to show that he was with us. You see? I'm going to read something to you in Joel chapter 3 in verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations. Verse 3, they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. So you see that they scattered us through all of these nations by the transatlantic slave trade, by wars. You know, they've done these things, man. So no matter, it's the spirit. With your spirit fear, if you fear this Lord, this word, that's not from nobody but the Lord. If you got the understanding, you're like, man, this making sense to me. That's from Him. He gave you that spirit.
Like you have when you look at GMS, all the GMS camps, like GMS London, got a brother who look like straight up like a Turk.
He got red hair.
He got red hair. He look like a Turk. He got the nose of a Turk, and he look like straight up like a Turk.
Yeah.
Then we got a brother in Italy. They're two basically. One is really dark skinned, the other one is really light. He look like really like an Italian. So it's not about skin color.
This is part of your lot.
Yeah, it's of your lot. This is your burden.
This is part of your burden.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, what was it? Revelation 7, where John was asking the angel, said, the angel asked him, you see these people? He said, who are they?
Yeah.
He said, they are those that have been gathered from the whole world. He said, well, I thought they was going to be black, but they come back looking all
like other nations.
colors.
Yeah. So this is part of your trial also. To look not like us, but you believe in it.
Yeah.
So now you gotta stand in your lot. That's part of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Lord, like He want you to prove it. There are many that say, I love the Lord. But how you look, how you show? Don't the girls say, if you love me, show me? Don't they say that? Don't the Lord make us, He said, I have likened Israel unto a comely and delicate woman. So we're married unto Him. Let's get that.
Yeah, I think it's Jeremiah 6:1. Yeah. It's good. It's the book of, let me get Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
Daughter. That means the people that are in Israel now. Just like Edom, the daughter of Babylon.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. They're not the Babylonians, they're the daughter of them, because what? They are of those people again on the earth. So we're the daughters of Zion.
It's like another name for Israel, basically.
It's another name.
Yeah, because it says Zion, Mount Zion, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
It's like what is it called?
Stronghold?
No. What is it called when you have like not a similitude, but another name, another word for it?
Another name for what?
Similitude.
Not a similitude, but like
Simile, a metaphor?
An assembly.
yeah, like another, just like another name for it.
Slide that back under
Yeah, I
there.
see.
Yeah. Slide that back. Let's get over there. You can stand right there so you don't get wet, man.
Yeah.
We got the umbrella. We can prepare. We can prepare so the books don't get wet.
Yeah.
You know.
Because it's raining so.
Yeah, put it. Just put it over a little bit more under there.
More.
Yeah. So we can, because we get a little bit closer right here. So, but it's all good.
Yeah. So I want to get Matthew. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and then we started 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of the trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
See? So the Lord is gathering us out of all corners of the earth. So just like you were saying, we've been scattered unto all nations of people. Alright? So it's not about the skin of the color, it's about the spirit. And that's you don't know how many times we had to fight because of the black and white. But we only say that because we have to speak black and white terms. But when you sit here and you talk to us, we get down to that it's all spiritual. It's all through the faith. If you believe you're Israelite, how can I tell you you're different? How can I tell you different? If you believe it in your mind, how can I tell you you ain't an Israelite? How do you know? How can I tell you that? I can't. I don't know the marvelous works of the Lord. He could have had your father looking just like me. You understand what I'm saying? So the Lord, he does his work in his way.
This is fun. This is show.
This is all his show. We just acting it out. You know? Go ahead.
Quick precept. This 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 1. And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in Yahushua.
See? He had to speak unto you in carnal ways.
Now he said, let me read it again. And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as spiritual, but as unto carnal. So basically, carnal is fleshly. But he had to speak in carnal terms, the basic terms. It couldn't be like, hey, yeah, you're an Israelite, you know, destruction's gonna come, Yahushua gonna come back, so on and so forth.
He couldn't speak in those parables.
He couldn't speak in parables.
So he has to describe it in a way that we understand.
So with the basics, why he said unto babes. Why? Because babes get milk, right?
That's the basics.
And the Lord said, let me get it in 1 Peter, chapter 2. 3 or 4? 2 and 2. 1 Peter, chapter 2 and 2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. So basically what he's saying is, as unto babes in Yahushua. Why? Because babes get milk, they grow. And that's what we're doing, because we're going to bring, he spake unto us baby babes. Yeah, with the baby scriptures, with you an Israelite. We're scattered to all nations. King Solomon, with the understanding of the past from us. So on and so forth.
The basics.
Yeah, the basics.
And then as you get the understanding of those, then you're going to start to understand the parables even deeper. That's strong meat. So if I was right now to read something to somebody that just came up and said, you know what is this? And I start reading Revelation to them and just try to break it down to them, they're not going to really understand it.
Like for example, Revelation 17 chapter with the NATO and the beast and everything.
Yeah.
When we come with a breakdown of Revelation, for example, that would be like, what? It would come like right now, NATO and use, it's basically the beast. And America is the whole riding on them. You'll be like, huh? What it has to do with everything, you know? So we have to speak unto the people in simple terms. Like the curses. That you understand that these go back to the Israelites, so on and so forth. These things. Yeah.
You got more questions?
Specific question about the studying is like, how exactly kann ich mir die Bibel ein paar Verse so markieren, wie genau, was ich wirklich genau weiß, wie es ist. Ich versuche das gerade mit Beziehung und Vergangenheit und Commandments, wie sie so sortieren, aber wie genau, habt ihr so ein gutes System dafür? Was ist
Yeah. GMS homework. Yeah. I mean, but
now you need like to learn to see what things is.
Let's tell them how we started it.
Yeah.
How we started it.
Ja, das Ding ist halt, was wir am Anfang gemacht haben, ist. Warte, was wir angefangen haben, ist einfach nur Verse nachschauen. Aber was du hast ja gefragt, wie man markiert. falsch machen. Da kann dir wirklich niemand zeigen. Natürlich, zum Beispiel, wenn du jemanden in der Bibel siehst, ich habe Verse zugeschrieben. Wer zum Beispiel bei Lektion schaut, dann wird halt ein Precept gebracht. Das heißt, ein anderer Vers muss nochmal stärker rüberzubringen. Oder ein Verständnis zu bringen. Weißt du, ich meine, das heißt, das Vers hat dazu geschrieben. Aber du siehst alle Farben. Aber so merkst du, wo die Vers sind. Seht ihr, was ich meine? Ja. Das heißt, ich habe gelb, orange und grün von Vers. But die Verse, er hat sogar noch Zeichen dazu gemacht, damit er dazu zuschreiben.
Put two dots there, so I know that this is there. I put an arrow there, so then I know that that's where there. So that's the way to choose it. Yeah, you just gotta get in there and read it. But the best way is just to start. And the more you read, the more you're gonna get understanding. And the best way that I can tell you is when you get a sword, start writing precepts in it. You're gonna mess up. You know, this is not, you ain't gonna be perfect on the first time. You gotta grow. That's why he said, desire the sincere milk that you may grow. So at first, we didn't have certain understandings of precepts, and then later on, we were watching the video like, damn, that's what that meant? And you're like, what? Yeah. Dang, I understand it now. You see? And anytime you have a book and something you don't understand, go to, just like the brother said, go to YouTube, put Revelations 2 and 2, GMS. Try it in different ways. Great millstone, breakdown of this and this and this. And then the Lord is gonna guide you. The Lord is gonna give you what you want. What you need.
This is why we read James 1:5. So you want to know how to learn, study better, right? You want to learn how to line up things and understand things better. Ask the Lord. That's the ultimate thing that we have to do. Because, for example, there's the Hebrew tongue also. We ask the Lord to increase in the Hebrew tongue. We ask the Lord to increase in of the knowledge to understand. You know, you just have to ask, and then you put effort into it, and it's going to make it to come to pass. Like for example, you say, "Please, Lord, let me understand the precept." What you do?
Right.
Let me go. So basically, what you're doing is you ask the Lord to increase knowledge, wisdom, understanding. For example, what you're doing. Then you go studying, and then the Lord going to reveal this unto you, this unto you, this unto you. You can understand what I'm saying? Because the same thing happened to us. It's still happening, like the brother just said. Zum Beispiel hatten wir manchmal hast du Verse, wenn du liest, deswegen mach dir keine Sorgen, wenn du liest, du verstehst das nicht. Weil es noch nicht richtig Zeit ist, für dich zu verstehen. Weil du liest zum Beispiel, was heißt Judges oder Joshua, und liest was, und dann bringst du es zurück zu einem Gesetz. Du verstehst das Gesetz nicht. Du lässt es gehen, schreibst vielleicht die Frage auf, und dann schaust du Videos, und dann ein Bruder erklärt genau das, was du gefragt hast, ohne dass du irgendwas gesucht hast. Weißt du, ich meine? Und das ist das Ding, das heißt, du musst einfach nur geduldig sein. Weil der Herr hat gesagt, wir müssen geduldig sein. Und wenn du Glauben hast, hast du auch Geduld, weil du wartest davor. Weißt du?
Patience. It's another thing. Patience. Another thing we learned in this.
Like, was ich sagen kann, ist Geduld. Geduld und Glauben. Warte einfach geduldig. Und dadurch teilst du dein Glauben in den Herrn.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. Verse 8. For everyone that asketh, receiveth. And he that seeketh, findeth. And to him that knocketh, it shall be opened. Or what man is there of you whom his son asks bread, he will give him a stone?
Das heißt,
Or, go ahead.
Das heißt, der Auschai macht gerade ein Beispiel, sagt ja, ey, welcher von euch hat einen Sohn, der fragt dich nach Brot und gibt dir einen Stein? Warum? Weil der Herr wird ihn auch fragt nach weißem Verständnis, er wird dir nicht weniger weißes Verständnis geben, er wird dir mehr geben, aber in der richtigen Zeit. Wenn er es für richtig hält, das ist das, was wir verstehen müssen. Ist es nicht von jedes Mal, es war erst mal schnell. Erst wird es passieren.
Or if he ask a fish, will he give him a serpent?
Wenn er nach einem Fisch fragt, wird er einen Schlange geben. Nein, wird er nicht.
If ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children,
wenn ihr dann böse seid, ich spreche natürlich über Masse, wenn ihr böse seid, dann wisst ihr, wie ihr gute Geschenke zu euren Kindern gebt.
how much more shall your Father, which is in heaven, give good things to them that ask him?
Das heißt, wie viel mehr so euer Vater, welcher im Himmel ist, gute Sachen zu denen, die fragen. Das heißt, es kommt alles zurück zu ihm. Du musst einfach nur fragen. Und aber auch Arbeit nicht, du kannst nicht, weil das machen nicht Christen sagen, bitte Herr, lass mir Mehrwert, was schon sinnlos Gebet ist, weil der Herr sagt, wir werden arm sein, wir werden nicht viel haben. Weil ich meine, wir werden das haben, was wir brauchen, aber auch nicht mehr und nicht weniger. Das heißt, sagen wir zum Beispiel, ein Christ fragt, ja, ich will mehr weißer Verständnis, aber setz dich hin und liest, setz dich hin und schaut Videos. Gibt niemand Effort oder Zeit da rein, er wird nicht wachsen. Das ist genauso, ich kann fragen, gib mir James, a miss?
Yeah, he asked.
I think it's James. Das heißt, der Herr wird dich versuchen, die Situation setzen, den Test setzen, du musst deinen Glauben beweisen. Weißt du, ich meine?
Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss,
weil ihr sozusagen fehlfragt.
that ye may consume it upon your lust.
Das heißt, Leute fragen nach ihrer Lust, wie, hey, Herr, ich will ein Millionär werden. Du musst kein Millionär sein. Warum willst du Millionär werden? Warum fragst du für Sachen wie, weiß ich Verständnis? Der Herr wird, deswegen Leute verlieren den Glauben, weil die Sachen nach ihrem Fleisch fragen, nicht nach dem Spirit. Aber was brauchen wir Spirit? Brauchen wir Geduld, weißt du Verständnis, Glauben und weiter Support. Weil ich meine, Leute von den Herren. Für so Sachen fragst du es. Und du fragst ja, ich will Millionär sein. Bitte Herr, lass ein Millionär sein. Bitte lass ein fettes Auto haben. Bitte lass mich 3 Häuser haben. Das sind Sachen, die dein Fleisch will, aber nicht dein Spirit.
For example, I got a grandmother who's addicted to gambling. And she get upset because she can't be a millionaire. So she prayed to the Lord to be a millionaire just so she can go gamble. She's not going to get it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's you got to have faith in what you ask for. You got to have faith in this truth. You got to have faith that you are who you believe you are. It don't matter what anybody says. If you got this in your heart, man,
Well, first of all, you got to keep in mind who your Howard Shai is. And what did he ask for? He didn't ask for, remember Satan offered him all of this. He said, I'll give you the whole world. I don't need what?
bow down to me.
Yeah, if you just bow down. That's what people are doing when they bow down to this world.
That's what they're going to do when they take the earth addiction. It's because it's what's going to happen. They're going to make a country for Satan himself. They're going to be like, yeah.
You are not of this world. Remember that. You're not of this world. Your world is to come.
That's exactly it. That's it.
But I got to preach real quick. Galatians chapter 5 and verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusts against the spirit. Wenn das Wort Lust ist, Lust gegen the spirit, Lust kämpft gegen the spirit. Das heißt, der Fleisch kämpft gegen the spirit. And the spirit against the flesh. The spirit gegen das Fleisch. And these are contrary the one to the other, eins von anderen, so that you cannot do the things that you want, that you will. Das ist nicht Sachen machen, was du willst. Dann machst du das zu viel, aber das Fleisch kommt rein. Ach, schau dir lieber das und das, mach lieber das und das. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Das heißt, der Spirit will die gerechten Sachen tun, von der Haut was ich mir ausschaue, aber der Fleisch will Sünde tun. Weißt du, verstehst du? Das heißt, der Fleisch und der Spirit kämpfen gegeneinander. Du bist in konstanten Konflikt. Aber deswegen gibt es Gebet, deswegen gibt es Fasten, damit du stark genug bist, das Fleisch zu überkommen. Und manchmal willst du Fehler machen. Wir machen täglich Fehler, wir sündigen täglich. Aber was machst du danach? Halt so, ich bin scheiße. Ich schütze einfach auf, wenn ich glaube, ich bin die Welt. Oder, okay, ich habe Fehler gemacht, ich akzeptiere es. Ich bin zu Hause, was ich möchte, von der Stärke, von meinem Glauben, zu überkommen. Akzeptierst du deinen Fehler oder lässt du deinen Fehler nicht runterziehen? Diese Sachen müssen wir im Kopf haben. Diese Sachen müssen wir konstant im Kopf haben, weil Satan, wie gegen Yahushua, wie er erwähnt hat, Satan hat versucht, die Lust vom Fleisch in Yahushua sozusagen zu wecken. Er sagt, ja, ich kann dir alles geben, ich kann dir die Welt geben. Leute von der Welt gesagt, ja, ich gehe zu dir runter, wie die Celebrities, wie Kanye West und so weiter und so fort. Die verkaufen etwas, machen Rituale, um Reich zu bekommen von dieser Welt. Verkaufen ihre Seele, um irgendwas von dieser Welt zu bekommen. Und das sollten wir nicht tun, weil Yahushua hat es geschafft, wir können es genauso schaffen. Das ist.
Aber im Leben, wenn ich versuche nach mehr zu streben, oder sag ich mal nur damit zufrieden sein, genug zu haben, weil ich versuche ja auch irgendwie mein Leben was aufzubauen, meinetwegen auch ein Haus, auch wenn das irgendwie auch nicht mir gehört, aber ich halt für meine Zukunft. Aber wie kann ich optimistisch bleiben, wenn ich irgendwann das alles bald enden wird? Und, weißt du meinst, alles wird zerstört und so weiter und so fort?
Zum Beispiel viele Brothers, ein Brother hat eine eigene Company. Zum Beispiel, er hat sozusagen ein Business, wo er wie nennt man das? Öle und Badöl und so weiter und so fort verkauft. Creme und so weiter und so fort. Er macht Geld damit. Ist das was Falsches? Nein. Wenn du die beste Situation bringen kannst, ist es gut. Kannst du machen. Aber
that's what the Lord say, be users of the world, not abusers.
Yeah. Benutzt die Welt, aber missbrauch sie nicht.
We gotta survive in this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta support your child. You gotta support your family. But if you, there's a difference between living lavishly and living more than you need to, or just living like you're the richest.
He didn't have a home to live in. He stayed outside.
That's what he said. He said this.
Yeah.
He said it.
1 Corinthians chapter 7:31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passes away. Das heißt, wir benutzen die Welt, aber missbrauchen sie nicht. Was wir die Menschen sich brauchen, das ist der ganze App von dieser Welt, weil du weißt, das müssen wir immer verstehen. Nicht solche Leute, die machen alles, um diese Welt reich zu bekommen. Lügen, alles, was sie können. Aber du natürlich, weil wir zwischen zu welchen deswegen auch ein kleines bisschen aufzubauen, um Sachen zu machen. Ja, das ist Schlimmes dabei. Aber wo ist dein Hauptfokus? Ist es in den Versen, ist es in Jehovah, Shmir, Schau der Welt? Das musst du noch fragen. Nimmst es mit zu viel Zeit weg oder nicht? Weil wir brauchen, wenn du siehst, dass du überkost hast, du willst vielleicht eine eigene Wohnung haben für dich, dass du mehr für Jehovah, Shmir, Macht hast, weil du merkst, zu Hause klappt es nicht, weil deine Eltern dich terrorisieren zum Beispiel. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Ja. Und so Sachen, weil die sagen, was machst du da? Hör mal auf damit. Das heißt, sie geben dir hell. Sagen zum Beispiel, die sehen, du bist hier mit uns draußen, hörst zu und so weiter, was machst du da? Komm nicht mal raus, was machst du da? Das ist falsch, was du machst. So Sachen, das heißt, vielleicht versuchst du, eine eigene Wohnung zu bekommen. Vielleicht versuchst du, genug Essen für deine Familie oder Scheiße für deine Familie hast, um Familie aufzubauen und so weiter und so fort. Das ist nicht schlimm. Weil Brothers haben Kinder in der Schule, die mich auch die Kinder, die davor gesagt haben. Aber wo liegt dein Hauptfokus? Wo ist der Schatz? Wo ist dein Schatz? Weil wo der Schatz ist, da wird dein Verstand sein. Ist es in den Versen, weil du weißt, wie du kommst, ein Königreich zu kommen? Oder lässt du dich von den Zweifel runterziehen, weil du vielleicht aussiehst wie der sogenannte Hebrew Israelite, oder du aussiehst wie wir? Lässt du zurückziehen und sagen, ja, ich will keiner und so weiter und so fort. Lass die Zweifel nicht in den Kopf kommen.
Yeah. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 9. 19, Salakia. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth.
Legt nicht für euch selbst Schätze auf der Erde,
where mud and rust doth corrupt.
wo Motten und Rost ist Verderben. Das heißt, wenn du so überlegst, du hast ein Auto, gell? Was passiert mit diesem Auto? Der sagt, oh, ich habe alles für dieses Auto investiert. Das Auto wird vergehen nach einer Zeit. Ja. Du machst einen Unfall und du hast einen Kratzer drin, das verliert 10.000 am Wert schon. Und sagen wir zum Beispiel sowas.
And where thieves break through and steal.
Oder wo Diebe einbrechen und stehlen. Weil das hast du auch. Sagen wir zum Beispiel, du hast du hast verschiedene Schätze in deinem Haus, verschiedene Juwelen und so weiter und so fort. Was passiert? Du hast ein Tresor, ein Dieb kommt rein, boom, weil er es weiß, bricht Tresor, alles ist weg. Das heißt, es vergeht.
But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven.
Aber leg für dich selbst Schätze im Himmel. Ey, ich werde ein Königreich sein. Ich werde ewig sterben, ich werde unsterblich sein. Ich werde ein Herrscher sein. Ich gebe alles auf in dieser Welt, um das zu bekommen. Mehr Frauen. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Reichtümer, ein eigenes Land, Frieden, Gerechtigkeit, weil das alles im Königreich steht.
Where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt.
Wo weder Motten noch Rost verderben.
And where thieves do not break through or nor steal.
Wo Diebe nicht einbrechen stehlen.
Here's the point. For where your treasure is,
weil wo euer Schatz ist,
there will your heart be also.
Da wird dein Verstand auch sein. Weil wenn du das Wort Herz gehst, gell? Weil Leute sagen, ich glaube mein ganzen Herzen davon, gell? Wenn das Wort Herz geht, bedeutet es ein hebräischen Lab. Lab, ist hebräisch. Das bedeutet innerer Mann Verstand. Das heißt, dein Herz ist dein Verstand. Das, wo dein Verstand ist, wo du die ganze Zeit drüber meditierst, da wird, wo der Schatz ist, wirst du die ganze Zeit meditieren. Das heißt, wenn der Schätze hier sagt, ey, ich will die beste Company. Ist es schlimm, Company zu haben? Ist es schlimm, einen guten Job zu haben? Ist es schlimm, gut zu verdienen, dass du normal leben kannst? Weil weißt du, was passieren wird?
Which is first?
Ja. Was ist als erstes? Der Herr oder die Welt? Das muss ich fragen. Weil du sagen, was passiert dann? Was passiert dann noch? Ja? Dann wirst du deinen eigenen Company aufgebaut. Was passiert? Satan kommt rein und bringt irgendeinen Stolperstein, legt in den Weg, sagen zum Beispiel, deine ganzen Mitarbeiter kündigen einfach. Was machst du dann? Verstehst du, was ich meine? Das heißt, du musst bereit sein, alles, was du bekommst, genauso schnell zu verlieren. In allem dieser Welt. Moment. Alles. Weil, sagen zum Beispiel, du hast eine Freundin, gell? Du hast eine Freundin gerade, sagen zum Beispiel, du hast eine Freundin, hast du Zahlung bekommen. Du hörst von der Truth, boom, siehst du weg, weil sie sagt, ey, was du machst, das falsch. Genau, sagen wir zum Beispiel, du hast ein Auto. Neues Auto, neu für dich gemacht. Du fährst eine Fahrt, eine Crash rein, boom, der Auto ist kaputt. Sagen wir dein Haus. Du hast Kinder, du hast ein neues Haus bekommen, deine Kinder sind da drin, spielen damit, weil du nicht zu Hause warst, deine Frau auch nicht. Was passiert jetzt zu diesem ganzen Haus? Das Haus ist weg. Und du musst immer noch die Hypothek abbezahlen. Das heißt, alles, was du bekommst, kann genauso schnell vergehen. Verstehst du, was ich meine? Und das ist das Ding.
Ecclesiastes, vanity of vanity, like
vanity of vanity.
Everything is pointed about love God.
Because it's all going to be destroyed. Let them be the war here. All things are going to be burnt away. We're not going to want anything that these heathens built up. It's going to be all taken down. We're going to build up a righteous, undefiled kingdom. They're going to build it.
That's right.
But just to jump onto what he was saying earlier, where you get that precept, I want to show you something. This is John chapter 17 and verse, let's start at 5. Oh now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. Verse 6, I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me.
Das heißt, er hat seinen Namen manifestiert. Den Herrn seinen Namen hat sie manifestiert zu den Menschen, zu den Männern, die der Herr ihm gegeben hat. Das heißt, Yahweh spricht gerade, gell? Das heißt, er sagt, ich habe deinen Namen, Yahweh, manifestiert zu den Leuten, die du mir gegeben hast.
Out of the world.
Von der Welt. Weil wir waren alle in der Welt. Ich war in der Welt davor, er war in der Welt, du warst in der Welt, wir waren alle in der Welt davor.
Gone they were,
Deine waren sie,
and thou gavest them me.
und du hast sie mir gegeben. Und das sind die Elekt.
And they have kept thy word.
Und sie haben dein Wort gehalten.
Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee.
Und sie wissen, dass alle Sachen,
Now they have known that all things whatsoever thou hast given me are of thee.
dass alle Sachen, die du mir gegeben hast, sind von dir. Das wissen sie jetzt.
So the Lord gave us to him, but we were of the Lord.
Ja. Und das ist
We had that same love for the scriptures and the fear of him from the beginning. Okay? For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me,
Weil ich habe denen die Wörter gegeben, die du mir gegeben hast.
and they have received them,
Und sie haben sie empfangen.
and have known surely that I came out from thee.
Und sie wissen sicher, dass ich von dir kam.
And they have believed
Und sie haben geglaubt,
that thou didst send me.
dass du mich gesandt hast.
Verse 9, I pray for them.
Ich bete für sie,
I pray not for the world,
ich bete nicht für die Welt. Das siehst du schon. Yahweh Shai betet für uns. Das ist schon ein Faithbooster, würde ich sagen. Weißt du, Yahweh Shai, der Erlöser selbst, betet für uns. Ja?
but for them, it's like it. I pray for them.
Ich bete für sie.
I pray not for the
Ich
world,
bete nicht für die Welt,
but for them which thou hast given me,
aber für die, die du mir gegeben hast,
for they are thine.
weil sie sind deine.
And all are thine, all of mine are thine.
Alle meine sind deine. Das heißt, Yahweh Shai sagt, alles was mir ist, ist dir. Alles was dir ist, ist mir. Aha.
And thine are mine,
Deine sind mir.
and I am glorified in them.
Und ich bin geehrt in sie, weil du musst verstehen, guck mal, das Ding ist, weil der Herr hat doch immer, Jeremia, Isaiah, immer durch einen Propheten gesprochen, ja? Das heißt, in dieser Zeit macht der Herr das genau dasselbe. Das heißt, so wie Yahweh in die Ziel kam und gepredigt hat, so haben, wenn sie Yahweh gesehen haben, wir repräsentieren Yahweh so ungefähr. Wenn wir draufstehen, wir repräsentieren Yahweh. Weil genauso wie Yahweh repräsentiert, weil er sagt ja Matthäus 10 und ich glaube 32, der mich empfängt, die 10 und 40, der euch empfängt, empfängt mich, und der mich empfangen hat, empfängt Yahweh. So musst du denken. Das heißt, wenn jemand gegen dich geht, gib mir John 15 and
This is John chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hates you,
die Welt euch hasst,
know ye not that it hated me before it hated you?
wisst ihr nicht, dass sie mich hasst, bevor sie euch hasst, das heißt, die Welt hasst Yahweh. Und deswegen hassen sie uns, weil wir repräsentieren Yahweh.
This was the precept I was about to bring after this. And if ye were of the world,
Wenn ihr von der Welt wärt,
the world would love its own.
würde die Welt sein eigenes Leben. Weil wenn wir so wären wie die andere Welt, ey, Homosexualität ist perfekt, Pädophilie ist perfekt, ey, gleichrechtliche Ehe, das soll
You can
sein.
do whatever you want.
Du kannst was tun, was du willst. Jeder wird sagen, oh ja, das ist richtig.
Yeah. But because ye are not of the world,
Weil ihr nicht von der Welt seid,
but I have chosen you out of the
aber
world,
ich habe euch ausgewählt aus der Welt,
therefore the world hated you.
deswegen hasst die Welt euch.
Verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you.
Erinnert euch an das Wort, was ich euch zu euch gesagt habe.
The servant is not greater than his Lord.
Der Diener ist nicht größer als sein Herr.
If they have persecuted me,
Wenn sie mich verfolgt haben,
they will also persecute you.
wenn sie euch auch verfolgen, das wird passieren, weil wir sehen, das kommt mehr und mehr. Weil überall werden die Bösen jetzt dämonisiert. Zum Beispiel sagen wir, wo ich am Anfang angesprochen habe, Philadelphia, gell? Und Philadelphia. Hast du mitbekommen mit wo dann Israeliten gesagt, als Protest war, haben diese Amalekites, diese sogenannten Juden, gesagt, ey, ihr Amalekites geht raus in die Synagogen von Satan. Was haben sie gemacht? Sie haben es direkt zu den schwarzhebräischen Israeliten zurückgeführt. Die haben es direkt dazu verbunden. Warum? Weil sie uns dämonisieren wollen. Was meint? Sie wollen uns schlecht darstellen, damit die ganze Welt uns verachtet ist, damit sie sagen können, ey, das sind Terroristen, die werden sie jagen. Das heißt, sie werden uns verfolgen.
If they have kept my saying,
Wenn sie meine Sagen gehalten haben,
they will keep yours also.
werden sie eure auch halten.
Nah, but that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. Just like he said, we're not of this world. Because if we were of this world, we would have gatherings and people would be flocking unto us because we preach what they want to hear.
If you see, for example, in America, when they were of the world, they look overnight. They built up Tulsa, Rosewood, you name the areas wherever they was at. As soon as they built them up, they looked at it and said, oh, you're a threat. Break them down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to be persecuted.
Yeah. That's part of this.
Till the end.
All the way to the end. Come on. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Der bis durchhält, dieselbe so Grippe, wie die Brothers ihm gesagt haben. Wenn du scheißt, wir werden durch die schlimmste Zeit auf der Erde gehen. Wie sagt Daniel 12,1. Es wird eine Zeit wie niemals zuvor auf der Erde sein. Aber wenn wir bis dahin durchhalten, werden wir gerettet. Das heißt, Alter, das, was wir alle machen müssen in diesen letzten Zeiten ist, unser Glauben aufbauen. Unser Glauben, die Hauptsache aufbauen. Das, auch wenn es aussieht, auch wenn es aussieht, ob wir nicht essen werden. Wir werden essen. Auch wenn es aussieht, ob wir nicht überkommen werden. Wir werden überkommen. Das heißt, in diesen letzten Zeiten müssen wir unser Glauben aufbauen, weil es wird eine Zeit kommen, wo wir nicht mehr drauf stehen können. Wo wir nicht mehr so miteinander reden können. Warum? Amos 8 und 11 gesagt, die Hungersnot vom Brot kommt. Ein Hungersbrot nicht vom Brot und Wasser, aber vom Hören von Brot.
It's all over.
It's everywhere.
Und das ist das
This is
Ding.
Romania.
Yeah. It's all over Europe.
It's everywhere.
You know? And they've been doing iconoclasm to hide it, to keep us away from those things. You know? And it's funny that all of these people, they be coming up and like, yeah, this is a lie. We know this is a lie. But they don't want to go against it because it's comfortable.
So when the brothers were here, they put this over the whole monastery.
It's gone again. You have to go back.
Over the whole monastery. The very monastery. Did I show you that? I showed you that. No. Well, the whole monastery is nothing but a big picture, and at the end, this is Revelations right here, where they get pushed into the lake of fire.
Done.
Look it up sometime.
Like the icons in Russia also. They're all dark skin.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Second Peter?
We gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so
We'll be back after the pandemic is let up again.
yeah, but keep hitting this up on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And if it can come, just come, man. We're gonna be out here, Lord willing. If it can, we're gonna be out here.
They supposed to close down everything next weekend.
Yeah, but the thing is, you still can gather together with one person of the other
you're
family.
right.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that, yeah. So basically, the only thing they're going to change is, because I looked it up, the gym's going to close, you can't go in restaurants to eat, but you can still travel and everything. Because in the first time, we couldn't meet like this. In March, because Bavaria was closed down. So nobody was allowed to go in, nor go out.
Yeah.
But now they said it's a light lockdown, so we're going to see. But we're going to be out here, man, again next week.
Eine Frage, das Wort human kommt ja von Q, das colored and man from man. Und wenn eine Person kein Melanin hat, also wenn ich in der Sonne bin, werde ich sehr schnell braun, das ist so vietnamesisch.
Ja, ich weiß.
You know that?
You know that.
Yeah.
Was? Also, what are they when they're not human? Like
Lepers.
lepers.
Yeah, they're lepers.
Between lepers, that's the thing. Like, let me get the weakest one.
They are lepers. You know? And it's part of how we can identify them. You know? The
They
Lord
flipped the
gives us-
script on you. Said you were the weak ones,
Yeah.
and they were strong.
Yeah.
Right.
You see? Because everything we learned, we have to drop it. We have to look at everything he tells us, because what? He's a deceiver. He's a liar. It says the wicked are estranged from the womb. As soon as they come out, they tell a lie.
They tell a lie. Right. The father of it.
So you gotta look at everything that they say and be like, and go and dig for yourself, because everything that they put out, everything that they say, Just like they said that we need sun lotion. And my number one question when people say you need sun lotion, did the slaves have sun lotion back? They were like, hold on. Let's make sure all the slaves get suntan lotion. They didn't say that. We don't need no damn suntan lotion, man. They need it.
Superior. But they superior.
Yeah, they need it to protect themselves from skin cancer. And it's even worse. They're even killing themselves even more. Read that so you can...
Leviticus chapter 13 and 13. On episode 12. And if a leprosy break out abroad in the skin, and the leprosy cover all the skin of him that has the plague, from the head even to his foot,
He's completely white.
Wheresoever the priest looketh, then the priest shall consider and behold, if the leprosy have covered all his flesh, he shall pronounce him clean that has the plague. It is all turned white, he is clean. See, so the clean leopard basically.
So he's a leopard.
Yeah.
They are lepers. But what you should address them as their nationality. That's what they don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Because deep down inside, they don't want to be called an Edomite. Because they know who they truly are. The spirit knows. So when they hear that name, no.
Don't condemn me.
Yeah, they know it. It was us that didn't know. But now we know. Now we're swinging the sword. You see what I'm saying? So get yourself this and download the Etymology Online app. Let me show you. Etymology Online and the Blue Letter app also.
No, I got the blue letter already.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
And the thing what I just want to tell you too is just be wise to serpent and harmless as well, man. Because we're at the beginning we told everybody, right? We just had hell that was unnecessary. You know? So be circumspect and be wise with who you tell them. Be even at peace with your parents, honestly. Of course if they say, hey, we have pigs, so you say I don't eat it, you know, I don't want to eat it. Just be calm and be respectful. You know, because this is what we have to transfer to. Because I have the same situation. I had the same thing at the beginning. You know, for 2 years ago.
Give it to everybody.
It's like giving it to everybody. But the things you have to understand, you can still be at peace with them. But they're gonna come a time where they're gonna turn their back on you, and they're gonna be like, okay, it's okay. You know. But the thing is, just try to be at peace in your house, because it says, the rough paraphrase, don't be a lion in your own household. Roughly paraphrasing.
Maybe by your actions you will convert somebody silently.
Yeah. That's the thing.
They're gonna be like, this brother changed. He changed. He's not aggressive. But through your faith, they're gonna see, like, dang, he truly believe in this. Then they're gonna say, so what is it? Please explain it to me. This is what happened to me too. I believed it so fervently. At first they were like, you crazy. Can't believe you're talking about this. Then they came and said, so explain it to me. And then when I sat down and I actually explained it to them, they're like, damn, you're right. I never noticed that. They may not believe it fully, but they still say, hey, you got a point.
Open the eyes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm getting called radical just for following your orders because they were being like 3,000 years ago.
Yeah,
like
we've got called the same thing.
Yeah, man, that's the thing, man.
By everybody. You're a radicalist. We walked that already. But that's just like we said. If they hated the Hawashai, they're going to hate you too. Because it said, he that turneth away from wickedness maketh himself a prey. When you go against the grain, they want to come back. They're going to attack you.
Must avoid it.
the road to salvation is
It's a narrow path.
narrow path.
What does narrow mean? You know that?
eng.
Difficult. Schwer, wenn du, immer, du hast ja einfach noch nicht Text. Und deswegen musst du diese Wörter nachschauen. Mach es noch und dann kannst du gehen. Deswegen sollst du search in etymology when you use the word narrow gate. Narrow. See?
What's the name of your religion?
British English, of little wide, not wide broad, instead of limited, pretty, causing difficulty. Das war musst du Wörter nachgucken. Siehst du, ich meine? Nimm dir deine Zeit, lern, wenn ihr rauskommen kannst, komm raus und schau uns einfach die Videos nach. Du hast ja die GMS Germany Page, hast du, gell? Kennst du. Und wenn du auf Kanäle gehst in unserer Kehle, weil ich mache zum Beispiel Videos in Deutsch, nur in Deutsch.
Ja, Sons of Earth, ich hab das alles
Genau,
schon gesehen.
You don't know about that?
Dann sehen wir uns, gell?
What is that? There are many things.
Sauer.
Daniel.
Oh, that's the spirit! You see?
Daniel Allah, man.
Daniel Allah.
That's your name in Hebrew, Daniel Allah.
Hey, Shalom.
His name is Daniel,
Yeah,
man.
man, it's not
What is this?
What do you mean?
Say this. What is this?
What is what?
Everything.
We're reading the Bible.
Go on.
The Bible.
Yes, there is the Bible, but this. What is it?
What is the question that you want to ask?
Try to understand what it is, because I cannot read German.
Okay, so you can't read German? Okay, so this, we are proclaiming the truth according to the Bible. we are saying that this image that has been set up as Jesus Christ is not biblical. It's actually a lie.
Yeah, of course.
This
because
man-
he doesn't exist. So of course it's a lie.
He doesn't exist?
Of course.
This man is actually Cesare Borgia. He's the son of Pope Alexander VI. During the Renaissance, Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci painted this man as Jesus Christ. This is where that image comes from.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm probably right, you said?
Yeah.
Probably right. That's history.
According to me, history, the whole story is wrong.
My story is wrong?
No, you mean the scriptures.
The whole story is wrong.
They got a Christian.
The whole stuff.
And this is the book of
You're
First
not
John.
spiritual. You're a carnal person.
1 John chapter 4 verse
And
1.
you're proud too.
Let me say, go to straight to 3.
Go ahead, Ar.
And every spirit that confesses not that Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not of the Most High.
Come.
And this is the spirit of Antichrist,
See?
whereof we have heard that it should come, and even now already is in the world. And this is the whole verse of the world, man. Antichrist, man, going against Yahuwah Shem Yahushua. Anti-Messiah, man. That's the whole story. You, God. You're going to deliver yourself, man.
He don't
Get
even
the fuck
understand
out
it
of
when he
here,
say it's not true.
Yeah, man, but it was
He
beautiful.
can't read English.
Yeah, but
I
it
mean,
was a
German.
beautiful thing, man. You know, with the guy coming up. But which one he was from the comic book?
He didn't say. He didn't say. He said he wrote to us a long time ago.
I know which one. I know
He said
which
he
one.
wrote a while ago. You know where he's
Couple
from?
weeks.
Wiesbaden, bro.
That's the spirit involved with Yahuwah Shem Yahushua. And what did we do?
We were preaching in Wiesbaden,
That's what I'm
remember?
saying. That's the spirit, man.
The only other place we did, in Heidelberg. You know what I'm saying? But we went there to preach in Wiesbaden, man.
Because I know. I can't look at that later.
Because for the
For the comment, yeah, because there was name, there was Daniel something.
Yeah.
Daniel
Yeah.
something like this.
Yeah.
Dan something.
It's
I think
him.
so. Yeah. You know.
And his name is Daniel Allah. The Lord don't make no mistakes, man.
Yeah, Daniel Allah.
The Lord don't make no mistakes, man. He give you, he set things up so he gonna prove it to you.
And why?
And you gotta have faith to see it and believe it.
Yeah. And I got a question though. Why?
You see how humble he was?
Yeah.
When we started, he grabbed that hat quick, bro.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, man. I know it. I knew his spirit, man.
And when you think about it, why should his parents, that Vietnamese, right? Why should they give him name Daniel? It makes no sense. So the vibration of the scripture was already in the family.
Yeah.
Why? Because his forefather is a Jake, man.
Yeah, man.
You see that? Because
bloodline is-
because I dealt with Vietnamese, man. They name Son. They name something with T, something with S. But no Daniel, no Joshua, so on and so forth, man.
Hey,
You see that, man?
The Lord don't make
They
there's
love
no
something,
coincidences, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, this is always
Call Allah him like Yahweh Shem Yahushai Bashem Kakadash, man.
What Yahweh Shem Yahushai?
God, man.
But when you go into the word Dan Ya Allah, which means Dan Ya Allah, which means the Most High is my judge.
He didn't give us time to tell him.
Yeah.
You know, but it's still beautiful,
Because
man.
Dan means Salakia, judge. And when you go into the word Salakia Allah, it means power.
Power, yeah.
God is my judge.
Yeah.
So Yahweh Shem Yahushai is my judge.
yeah.
Because Dan Ya Allah. Ya, me, you know, and Allah, power.
See?
He's my judge, man. God,
So,
the
it's
most
just
high
beautiful.
judge, man.
He had a very humble spirit on himself.
And he came with questions, and he didn't. The first thing is he didn't rebel because he knew already. It's only for the Israelites.
Yeah.
There's the spirit already. Because you have to. This is one of the biggest stumbling block. That the Israelites, for the Israelites, the complete truth that Israelites don't look like Israelites, typical Israelites that we see today. And the other one for the other nations is they're looking like other nations. The Most High only came for Israel, but we came out of the different shades.
Yeah.
So these are stumbling blocks, and Yahuwah are gonna overcome, man. You
Yeah.
know, are gonna come more out here because he said, the next few weeks don't come. It makes no sense, but you know, because the only thing
the pandemic is gonna prevent it.
yeah, but it won't. Because the thing is, nothing gonna change like that. They won't come with the hard measures now. They're gonna come with it because, like in Bavaria, like I told you before.
They're building like a compound or something here,
So I'm
bro.
saying, I think there's a new police station coming. I can imagine it.
They're building it so you can get in.
I'm telling you, I think a new police station gonna come in, man. I'm gonna look it up in how.
Look on the other side over there, bro.
Yeah,
You see the gate that you
yeah.
can walk through.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe some. Yeah, man. I can
COVID
imagine.
testing sites or some
Yeah.
shit, man.
But the thing is, what you have to understand is, it's not about the skin color. It's about the spirit, like we told you always, man. It
said it
doesn't matter.
many times.
It doesn't matter how we look.
Yeah.
The Lord looks at the inward parts, man. The Lord look at.
Yeah, man. And that's the Lord, how the Lord work, man. His name is Daniel, bro.
Yeah, man. That's beautiful.
Hey.
And his faithful supposed also, because honestly, of course, to the Lord, I never really thought about it. But because they had it. But to come here, to see us on YouTube, to come here and listen to us, man.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
He would have stayed longer.
Yeah. He would have stayed all day.
Jake didn't say he got to go.
Yeah.
He would have stayed. He would have stayed, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, he said you come all the way from Eastbound, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, you know. Because I want to ask him where he come.
Because I was standing here and I was reading my phone. And I was like, what the hell is this? And he's, huh?
Superstar, huh?
I was like, what is going on? He was like, yeah. He's standing like this.
He was excited and shit, eh?
He was like, you can see, he didn't know what to say. He was like, yeah. And I was like, what's up, man? He's like, yeah. What's up, man? He said, where you from? The taller dude. Where you from? I was like, Babylon. From Washington, D.C. He's like, oh yeah? And then he's like, we heard you on YouTube. And that's what he said, like, he's like, I watched you on YouTube.
See, and that's unicorn, man. That's the heavy lifting for your how about Shimmy Because people saying like, yeah, we have to go to every city, every country, preach word. No.
He said it straight up. He was excited. He said, I saw you on YouTube. I was the one who wrote you on YouTube.
Beautiful, man. And the thing is, remember, we was amazed because we got so many comments out of nowhere. It's showing that we at the end, man.
Yeah.
The mass awakening in 11 hours. I believe it's gonna come, man. Yeah. And even understanding, like the brother said, man, quick understanding. Like I was talking to a brother, he was like, yeah, man, you younger brothers, man, understand things quick like this, you know. But we older ones, you know, it took a little bit of time, you know what I'm saying?
Because you know what? Because the Lord gave us those tools.
Yeah.
He gave us the blue letter. He gave us the etymology online. He set it up so we can carry it at all times, man. We can look up what the meaning of words are. We can look up the breakdown of this and this and this. We don't understand it. We're like, what? Hold on, I'm gonna go to Revelation, go to YouTube, Revelation chapter 7, breakdown GMS, men of GMS, stronghold of GMS. You try every way until you find those men doing those lessons. Breaking strongholds, milk of GMS. The Lord gave us those things, man. For that word to be speedily understood and pushed onto his men.
And that's just showing you because he understood German better than English. Yeah. Like he said, just showing you your brothers in different countries with different languages and step up your game.
Right. He looks just like the dude from my plantation, bro.
I'm telling you, you just look like a. This is why I said, man. When I was dealing with Vietnamese, I was saying like, some of them are Jake, man. I have to say. So when I saw them, some of them are Jake.
Said like they don't want the dark skin. They don't want it. They don't want it.
They truly want it, man. I'm telling you, so listen to me. I was dealing with a Vietnamese chick, yeah. So the mother was always like, why so brown? Why so brown? Don't be brown, because they was tanning themselves, man, in the sun. And that's another thing, man. They get dark, man. They get dark. Like my skin color right now, a little bit darker than get in the summer, man.
They get darker than you in the summer.
Not like me in the summer. In the summer, dark, but like in the winter, they get, that's
like, hold on.
Don't be tripping, man. I get dark in the summer,
man.
Dark.
We have these things that show us, man.
Yeah, man, but
how the Lord do his work, man. All the way from
that's you have to understand. That's the thing also, because you have to understand like this. You see the video, right? He asked when we teach, right? Fridays. So like, gonna be there? Should I go? And he maybe in the car and the train, he stepped in there all the way here, man. It was, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes from this part. You know? Yeah. And that's the spirit of Yahweh, man. Yeah, man. That's all the work of the Lord, man.
What is amazing to me is that the only place where we said we're going to preach is Frankfurt and Wiesbaden.
Yeah.
And there's many dudes there that see me preaching.
Yeah.
I saw you in Frankfurt.
And what happened?
So you believe it?
You wouldn't keep on doing it. But Satan hindered us.
Yeah, we would have kept going there. Yeah.
Because you need a fucking permission in Germany, man.
Yeah.
You need nonsense permission.
We were requesting the permission and they don't answer.
Yeah, man. Then these devils from policemen came up to us. Yeah, we can make you permission quicker if you just give us your ID and everything. You know, get the fuck out of here. No, we're good, man.
Nah.
They wanted to what is it called?
Yeah, rights pass. Passports.
Our identification, basically.
Yeah.
They wanted this, man.
The information of who we are, where we live.
Yeah, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. For what?
Yeah.
You don't need that.
Nah. You know, but they just show you how the spirit works.
Yeah, man, but it's showing you the unicorn work, man. The Lord says about YouTube that people are going to see us. Like, we came with the truth. He heard about the truth, man.
Yeah.
And then the older man, you know what I'm saying, break down stuff funny.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
You know?
But it seemed to me like he was still like that.
Yeah, because I was thinking,
Lukewarm, man.
you know all these things, why you're not on the side teaching?
Yeah.
Why not teaching this button then? If you know all these things and talking here,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Why you got just a mustache, not a beard, man?
I was thinking to myself, hey, but I was, of course, the focus was on him because he had the questions.
Yeah.
And this is what you have to understand also.
The
Sometimes
Lord
with him to bring him here to this. This is what happened to us too, because we came into contact with the brothers from Holland to a guy that wasn't even affiliated really with us.
Yeah. He was mad. He's like, how you put that dude in the group? We don't even know.
Yeah, but not because he put it in any group, because he put it in specifically Germany brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he put it in Holland brother, and that makes no sense. It just brings up confusion. Like we said previous times already.
But it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
That's how the Lord did it, man.
And then what happened? The brother forgot all about us. They like, oh shit, somebody in here, you know what I'm saying?
I forgot about y'all brothers. And when, once Elder Pastor Tahar said what he said about the page, bro, it was on.
Yeah.
Remember that? When I was like, look. We were like, oh.
I was like,
hey, but it was beautiful because that's how the Lord works, man.
Young Tazzy out there.
Yeah,
It was funny as hell, bro. With the beard.
Yeah.
Like, because it's about fuck me up, put thing in here, beard longer than here, but it was funny as hell.
And it just shows you how the Lord works, man. How the Lord does his work. How the Lord revealeth his secret unto his men.
Yeah. And that's
If you do it in his time, yeah, it's a shame.
because
It's so good, man.
yeah, man. But I
Not
gotta
even
appreciate
worth acknowledging.
Psalms 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech, no language, where the voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world.
How? How did the Lord do this? Through the internet. Through the internet.
That's right, man.
He used YouTube.
satellites,
He used Daily Motion. He used what else? Tinder, Twitter, Instagram. He did. I'm telling you.
I know, because
there are people up there talking about I'm looking for Israelites.
Yeah, it's funny as hell, man. That's stupid, man. That's so fucking.
I haven't seen it myself, to be truthful, but I know it's there.
Like on Tinder, yeah, there's stats, right? Just like you come together, pump and humpy, you know?
Yeah.
But then you're looking like for Israel wife, right? Get the fuck out of here, man. That's some stupid shit,
But
man.
you know Jake said it.
Yeah,
and then from that she's like, what is Israelite? Then you try to bring her into it. And she looking and she's wake up and like, I don't want
She's
you.
gonna be the ultimate demon.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the ultimate demon whore and shit, bro.
But neither here nor there, there's still the fact that the Lord used those platforms, man.
Every platform, like also
Twitter,
I remember
Instagram.
I was still playing ball, right? This one time at the
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp too, statuses.
I was staring. When I first came to this truth, bro, I was slaughtering them with the statuses,
Instagram.
man. Yeah.
TikTok,
Facebook.
Shit, TikTok now. I'm not never was on there, but
Facebook
TikTok too.
too.
Facebook, everything. Yeah, man.
Yes, I like it.
But ultimately, where you're gonna go then is YouTube. YouTube is a platform where you're gonna learn, because on Facebook, some make comments and shit. They maybe know the knowledge, they're Israelites, but they never dig into it. Many people out there claim they're Israel now, but do you live after that? Do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Are you a righteous woman? Are you a righteous man trying to be righteous? You're trying to be a righteous child, man. Do you do these things? When you're on the Facebook, when you're a Facebook warrior, or a keyboard warrior, you know what I'm saying? You're nothing, man. That's bullshit.
Keyboard warrior.
That's the combo warrior. It's different.
Yeah, whatever.
This is different. Can't slip. I don't want to slip, you know?
Inside joke.
But like the one, it was beautiful, man. Because you really look like a Vietnamese themselves. But you look like a Vietnamese that's almost like.
Look just like the brother from my plantation, man. He
But I
was just like this dude.
never thought that he Vietnamese, man. You know, he looked like it, but then
He said, yeah, dope. The way you heard it in his voice.
Yeah.
His manner. And that's one thing that when you preach, you see these things, man.
that's why you're really the man of the Lord when you preach, man.
Because you start to discern the spirits, man. We can look and see his spirit, man. We can look at a person and be like, you can say you can, but we don't know. But when that spirit is humble and he like, yeah, give me more. We saw he was when he put up that hat and how he pulled it off. He pulled it off so humble. He was like
It was like
he got fear of this word.
yeah, man. That's beautiful.
He got respect for Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That should be motivation for your brothers also, man. People are waking up all over the world, man, showing you the end is near, man. The end is near, man. The end is near. Then you see lockdown coming again in Germany. I remember like a week ago, the basically mainstream media said like, is there coming a second lockdown? Hell yeah, second lockdown.
They already talking about third waves and shit.
Yeah, third waves, so third lockdown coming. And then no. And you know what the funny thing is? Like the doctors speaking against the lockdown.
In Spain too. In Spain they had a strike, a doctor strike.
Yeah, but you have to understand what the government always say. We listen to the biologists, we listen to doctors, right? Doctors saying the lockdown is bullshit.
And what was
They
that video the Man of
man.
City just said? We gotta re-upload that, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta re-upload that. And there's more to that.
Of course. I think it's a whole documentary.
Yeah.
You have to just find it.
And it's, at the end it said plandemics.com.
Yeah. So you have to check it out.
You know, it's
But this
beautiful.
thing, man, it's just pretty powerful out Bashim outside, man, you know?
And that's why, like Elder Yashawamba said, Esau is in dire straits, man, because he's been pulled. His shame is being pulled down. The Lord is uncovering his thigh, man. He's letting the world see, pulling back that foreskin, seeing how dirty you are, man, how deceiving you are, how nothing you have done nothing but lie and rape, rob, and murder since you've been on this earth.
I think about Esau, he like the box in the last round, got no gas anymore. But Jake like this, we just gotta get warm, you know what I'm saying?
We just warmed up because you're like, wait a minute. You're like, I'm powerful.
Yeah.
You know. Look at Rocky. Rocky never gave up. So if you look at the Israelites as Rocky, no matter what, and when you looked at Apollo Creed when he was beaten and he knocked Rocky down, he thought he won, and then he turned around, saw Rocky get up. He's like, damn, like this dude just don't quit. And that's us. We're not gonna quit until the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua returns, man. We're gonna endure all things for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, for his sake, man. As long as he put that will and that faith in us, and he's up with us and give us that spirit, we're gonna come out here and do it, man.
Yeah. Because family of the word is coming too, man. You get it. Amos 8:11. Like I just told this brother, you know what I'm saying? But it's Amos chapter 8. Amos chapter 8 and 11. And it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, no thirst for water, but of fearing the words of Yahweh.
You think the New World Order gonna let this keep going on?
Yeah, man, we chilling out, you know, all have regulars, chilling out, you know, hey, the destruction coming.
Yeah,
destruction
man.
coming, play. They're gonna take us to the street already, man.
You think that Esau gonna allow us to keep throwing boulders at his ass in his New World Order?
Chopping off swords, swinging it, cutting up, chopping up heads.
You think that the Esau gonna allow us to keep making these videos exposing the wickedness that they're doing?
You see this already. You see on YouTube the family of what happened, because why? When YouTube wouldn't exist, they probably wouldn't see us.
No.
They wouldn't see us. So you see the family of what is really coming, man. You know, in every way you're thinking about it, man.
Esau is not gonna let this go on no more, man.
Because the Lord's gonna put a spirit upon him to
come down hard,
to bring the famine of the word. They're not using him to bring famine of the word. Why are you gonna be like no gathering of people anymore?
Go ahead, finish reading that.
Verse 12.
It's beautiful. Go ahead.
And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it.
See?
Beautiful.
There are going to be people. Those people are going to be the ones who heard this word and didn't take heed.
And they're going to be the straight punch first.
Yeah, man. They're going to be the ones. What is that? The one that says, "Ye that know the truth and not tell it shall be beaten with many stripes."
This is a priest. I see, player.
And also the one, the parable of the virgins.
Yeah, the
10 virgins, man.
Yeah.
It's in Matthew. I was just reading that one, Matthew.
Yeah, Luke. I know it's Luke. I think 12 chapter.
25.
It's the spirit. I was right there, man. It's the spirit. What Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Luke chapter 12, and let me start at 41.
They built it. Some type of system.
Some shit gonna happen in Frankfurt, man.
They're building something right here where we used to preach at, man.
Yeah. So it's spot gone, right?
Nah, man, we're gonna sit right here until the wheels fall off this drink.
But it's Luke chapter 12 and 42. And the Lord said, who then is a faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give him their portion of meat in due season? In the right time, man. Beautiful.
Good, huh?
Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
See? Find so doing. That meat, what are we doing? Keeping the law, trying to strive to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and also spreading the word, spreading this gospel, enduring the hate and the criticism and the radical. Like you say, he was called a radicalist.
Yeah, but he already. And I know you have to understand, man. His Vietnamese are heavy into the shrimps and pig and shit, man.
Come on, man.
And you know when he go against that?
Shit, man.
I remember because I remember that, man. Hey, the family cursed out for this shit, man. I'm serious. Because
You're not gonna eat it now? You're not gonna eat it?
Because of him?
Yeah.
This was what's going on, man.
Yeah.
I remember that shit, man. Not
Because
about-
they tell you not to eat it now.
Yeah.
You a puppet, man.
Yeah.
You following these people. Hey.
And then what happened? These people they gonna create doubt in you. The demon gonna come upon them and
Hard.
create doubt. Why? The person that I was dealing with was like, yeah, then in my mind was like, I'm really doing this because of you. So this is bullshit, man.
And ultimately she was.
Yeah, but they're showing you also the females follow the man.
Of course.
When you change, the female's gonna change too. But at a certain point, you're gonna be fucked up, man. I'm done with it. Can I compare? Yeah, let me just switch it.
Yeah, let's switch it.
Okay. So going back to Matthew, Luke chapter 12 and 44. Of a truth, I say unto you that he will make him ruler of all that he has. And if that servant say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the manservants and maidens, and to eat and drink to be drunken, the Lord of that servant will come in the day when he looketh not for him.
That's saying, hey, this is not really going to happen.
Because you're not watching like Christians, the kingdom don't come by conversation. The Lord said himself in Luke 21:36, we should watch and pray. What does it mean watching? Checking the prophets out, linking them up, things happen in the world. Like it says 2 Thessalonians 9:1. Measure out the times diligently, man. And at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in asunder, and will heap him his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
What is that, Luke? Yeah. That's it? Verse 10?
Many stripes, yeah.
Yeah.
At 38, but he that knew not, and did commit things worthy of stripes, shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And of whom men have committed much, to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. So when you come to truth, in order to understand, you have to teach, man. This is everything, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And what's that in 28? Luke, where he said, he that carrieth not his cross is not worthy of me?
You mean Luke?
9 and 20.
Matthew. I know Matthew. But I can look it up in Luke. Matthew 16:24.
9 and 27, I think it is.
9:23. Go into it. Luke 9:23.
Okay. Then it's 9:27. Where?
Book of Luke, chapter 9 and 23. It's the birth of the cross. And he said unto them all, if any man will come after me, then deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. So,
Luke 14 and 27. That's what it is.
Book of Luke, chapter 14:27. And it says, let me start at 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and his mother, and wife, and children, and brethren, and sisters, yea, and his own life, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doeth not be his cross, and come after me, cannot be my disciple. This thing we have to take the cross of Yahweh because he was asking too. You know, you can build something up, but you see that the end is coming, man. The end is coming, man. You know?
Yeah.
You shouldn't put your treasures in this earth, man.
I was 10 and 38. I was also the one who got the 10 and 38. Come on, man.
And that's the thing, man.
Yeah. So we understand, we see, just like this brother that was here, you know. I don't know about that other guy, but his spirit
Was different.
it was different, man.
But normal people that you see.
How he even was quiet with he's like, speak up, speak up.
Because very humble. Because you have to understand, he really unsure. He's like, I believe in it, but I don't look like them. I believe in it, but I don't look like them. Of course, you're gonna be like,
this is heavy.
you're gonna be like, you know, like what is it called? Mature, not mature, but
Unsure.
you're gonna be holding back. You're gonna be like really quiet.
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really. What is it called? Circumspect. Also, I got a word, man. Cautiously.
Respectful.
No, cautious like.
Oh, hesitant.
Hesitant and also
precautious.
Yeah, precautious. Yeah,
Yeah,
precautious. Right. Cautious. Yeah, that's
Because
the
he don't
thing.
want to make a mistake.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Cautious. Yeah, that was the word.
Yeah. He wanna do this work, but he don't know if he like, man, I really don't look like them. You know? But the Lord said he's gonna scatter us, man. You know? And that spirit it's not He don't give that spirit unto everybody. The spirit to believe in this word and to go against your family, to go against all these people in this world, that's not given unto everybody. You know? And it's only given unto who the Lord is supposed to give it, who He wants to give it unto. And if you have that, man, just keep suffering with it, man. You know, you're gonna lose a lot of things in this truth.
But you're gonna gain 100-fold, man.
Yes. Just like the Lord said, he that loses woman, wife, child for my name's sake, he shall gain it 100 times. You know? So just stick with it, man. Stay with the Lord.
Until the end, man. If you have the spirit to do it, man, do it.
Yeah,
don't question it. Do it, man.
Nothing else matters.
The Most High is the ultimate judge, man. You know, Yahweh Shai, but that's the thing, man. Of course, we just going with the spirit, but hey, it's all in Yahweh Bashim Hashem, man. Yeah. We're just nothing more than men. But y'all are still gonna be soon many Most Highs in true effect, you know.
So you ready to close it out? Yeah. So with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us His truth, right? Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect, the 144,000 men pushing the truth of wholehearted sincerity across the four winds. Shalom, man.
Amen. Y'all till next time, man.
Y'all till next time. Wa Baba Ba.
Wa Brakatam.
Wa Brakatam.
Wa Brakatam.
Shalom. Shalom.